This is why I meditate. Hey, I'm Jodi Amen. Welcome to Practical Miracles, where I give you practical steps to bring miracles into your life. And today we're going to be talking about meditation, why I meditate and why I invite you to bring this incredible practice into your life. Even if you already do it, you could still watch this video to reinforce yourself and affirm that you are on the right track. So this is for me why I started meditation. I started meditating about 20 years ago when I was in my own emotional crisis. I had really bad panic and anxiety for about 2 decades, from age 5 to my mid-20s, when I decided that I was going to recover. I was not going to live like this anymore, and I was going to learn everything that I could. And one of those things led me to meditation and mindfulness, because I realized that I was lost in my mind a lot, with a lot of negative thinking, a lot of worried thinking, a lot of shame thinking and blame thinking, really lost in that negative spiraling. Some people call it monkey mind or mind chatter. I like all of those terms, really fit for me on what was going on. And now I still have to do some practice, because we're raised in Western culture to look at our deficits, to really judge ourselves really harshly. And so it's common for all of us to have these really shabby self-esteems, because we have this mind chatter going on all the time. So it's something we have to continue to practice. From the beginning, I realized meditation was taking your attention off one thing that you did not want it on, that was not serving you, that's actually making you suffer, and putting your attention on something that you decide to put your attention on. So this could be anything. This could be just thinking about your breath. It could be looking at a flame. It could be looking at a picture or a mandala, or it could be thinking about a storied journey. Like, you go to the beach and you talk to an ancient guide and get some wisdom. So that's like a guided meditation or visualization, like bringing different colors of light through you. So there's so many different things you can focus on, but they're usually more singular. So you go from like multitasking, tons of thoughts, constantly going all the time, most of it negative, right? Our brain has a capacity to do so many thousands of thoughts a day. And if we didn't use that for something, then quite often it turns negative. And that's really the problem. Our brains over evolution evolved to solve problems constantly for our survival. And now we really have a lot of luxury, and we don't have that much that we have to do. And so it turns into negative. The good news is we could do something about it. We could take our attention from what we don't want it to be to what we do want it to be. And that's, I guess, a big thing in life in general, is that we could put our attention on whatever we want to put our attention on. But those stressful thoughts, those negative thoughts, are like a beacon for our attention. And they really make us think like, we do have to look at this right now. You have to figure this out right now. And so there's a sense of urgency brought by those thoughts. We need to do this practice consistently to be able to build the skills to not have to do that, not have to look anymore, realize that that's all nonsense, that we give it all the meaning that it has, and that we could refuse to do that or change that meaning or get ourselves to pay attention to something else. This is why that gratitude practice is writing down 3 things a day that you're grateful for. It transforms you, because it has you taking your attention from what you don't want it to be and putting your attention on what you do want it to be. When people start meditating, they think, oh, I can't do that. It's too hard. My mind keeps wandering. Yeah, this is really what humans do. Our minds wander. That is part of the practice. Actually, the more your mind wanders and the more you practice taking your attention from what you don't want, that mind wandering, whatever is going on, to what you do want, that candle again, the breath, the counting. The more you practice doing that, the better skilled you are at doing that. And that's a whole point of meditation, is to build the skills to take that attention from one thing to another over and over again. And pretty soon, you have to do it less and less, because it's easier to stay focused on that. And that's the benefits of meditation. So let me share with you some of the written benefits, the scientific benefits, when they've done research on meditation. 1, it reduces stress. Okay, that's something that we all really know. It's very familiar. But what it does is it calms the nervous system. When we're up in that monkey mind and thinking of a million things, and those things are stressful, then our adrenaline's going off in our body. And our body is really stressed. Our nervous system is on high alert. And when we focus on one thing instead of that, something that's peaceful and pleasant, our whole nervous system is gonna relax. And so that's really a good benefit. The second benefit is that it reduces anxiety. And this is kind of for the same reason. Anxiety needs you to focus on those lies, that BS that it tells you, for you to continue to be bothered and scared about it. And so if you take your attention on something in the present moment, so anxiety is a leftover fear response when you're not in physical danger. And so we're assuming that when you have anxiety, you're not in physical danger, but the anxiety is tricking you into thinking that you are. And so practicing taking your attention from one thing to something else is going to decrease your anxiety. Now, I know anxiety intimately. You know, I have lots of books on anxiety. I have lots of programs on anxiety to help you. Anxiety is curable. We learn it, we can unlearn it, and I can definitely help you. I've dedicated my life to helping people calm down so that they could live happier. All right, next is that it promotes emotional healing. This is because when you're centered in yourself and out of that monkey mind, you have more self-awareness to understand the feelings. You know, we're not putting stories around the feelings, we're feeling the feelings in their raw nature, and in that way they could be processed and let go. You have to feel the feeling to come out the other side. And usually when you're stuck in your mind, you're not feeling the feeling, you're avoiding the feeling with all these stories. Thinking that you're avoiding some pain and suffering, but you're causing a lot of chaos, which does cause a lot more pain and suffering. So with using meditation and building these skills up, you're allowing yourself to feel the feelings. I have a blog on that I'll link to below. You're allowing yourself to feel the feelings, and then it's a huge relief. You could really heal a lot of past traumas, a lot of past hurts, so that you can move on freer. Your body's more open and relieved, not heavy and constricted with all that past trauma. Next, meditation increases your self-awareness. This helps you take action in life, know what you need to do to heal yourself. It makes you, much more conscious of them what you do. When you have that self-awareness and you have that openness to what's going on, you see the big picture view of the world. And from that place, you could take more conscious action to making the world the place that you want to make it. You could step into your soul mission, which is going to help your soul feel better. When you're not doing what you came here to do, it doesn't feel very good. And so you really want to bring that self-awareness in so you could heal the things that are keeping you stuck and start taking action and moving into creating that life that you're meant to have. Also, meditation increases your attention span. Because that monkey mind really is distracting with so much going on, turning around and rolling around in your mind, it's hard to pay attention to anything. And so when you practice taking your attention from all that to the task at hand or to the focus that you've decided to focus on, then you have that skill in the whole rest of your life to be able to pay attention at work, to tasks that you have to do, to things that you have to do in your life and around your house. And instead of being stuck in the worry and overwhelmed by all the things you can't do, you'd be like in the flow and getting stuff done. Meditation is so good for that. Next, meditation decreases memory loss. And I think this is the same thing as increasing your attention span, because with more awareness, with more openness, with less clutter and with less stress, we're able to remember things we want to remember a lot better. Now, when you have a lot of cortisol in your body, the hippocampus comes online and you stop storing memory. Instead, you're storing memory in the amygdala, the emotional memory where the stress gets triggered, and you stop laying down memory in the prefrontal cortex where there's storied memory of our life. So if you decrease your stress with the meditations, then you're increasing your ability to have good memory going forward. Meditation increases your compassion for yourself and others. It takes you out of the chaos of your pain and your problems and your difficulties so that you could really understand yourself and give yourself that compassion instead of judging yourself really harshly. And when you have more compassion to yourself, you have more compassion to others, which really helps you not take things personally, understand why people do stuff so you could, keep your distance from people that might hurt you. It really helps you so much in life, not take on all the negativity of others. Meditation also improves sleep. And this is because it decreases those stress hormones in our body. It gets us out of the mind. Now, worrying and thinking of all that negativity in the mind is the number one reason why people have trouble falling asleep. If you meditate in the evening, it's going to help you fall asleep better because it's going to help you take your attention on one thing. All of this monkey mind stuff is incredibly stressful. And you could also look up my video on how to quiet your mind at night if this is a particular problem for you. Lastly, it decreases physical pain and decreases your blood pressure. Both of these I put together because it's sort of the same thing. It helps your body relax instead of contract. So relax instead of contract. A lot of our pain comes from that contraction of worry and the stress that we're holding in. Like we're afraid of feeling things and we hold it in. We want something to work out, we constrict. We worry about something, we constrict. All of that is body constriction, which increases our pain and inflammation in our body. And so when we relax our stress hormones and we relax and open up that space, we're going to decrease our pain. Also, a lot of our pain is increased by worrying about the pain. So if the pain's a mystery and we don't know what it is, it increases our sense of the pain. And so the meditation, being in the body and noticing the pain without worrying about it so much, will help decrease the pain. And like I said, it also decreases the blood pressure because when you're more relaxed, your blood pressure settles down. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please like it, share it with all your friends, subscribe to my channel, and come on over to my website, JodiAma.com, where I have tons more for you. Articles and videos and resources on how to open your heart, love yourself, release fear, and be that person that you want to be. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, be present and let that you want to be shine through.